Hey guys, it's me. I'm back trying something new again. This time with a new series, another one, that I'm currently calling Fancast Friday. Because you see, the thing is that I like fan casting, even probably more than your typical nerd. And I think it's just because I know so much TV and movies that in my head they're all in there, and so I see connections that maybe other people don't. And I just find it really fun for some reason. And I used to do it a lot on my Facebook till I got lazy, and also my thing I used to make collages didn't work. But anyway, I decided that instead of trying to redo that, now that I'm making videos now, going back and forth with you, that I'd let you in on it and make it a regular series where I focus on one movie, TV show, or theme and do a few fan casts for that thing and talk about why I chose them. And so, for my first one, I decided to talk about something that is widely discussed, yet there still has been no casting for it, and that is Netflix's Iron Fist TV show. Now, I'm not the best aficionado on Iron Fist or the Iron Fist world, but I've read up about some of the characters and I've read some of them, and I think I have a good enough view for fan casting. Also, just as a rule of thumb, so I don't go on and on and on, these fan casts will probably just be 6 characters. So let's actually get started. I'm going to prefix this first one with a little bit of info, because you see, Netflix, they sometimes like to cast other potential heroes in the cast that maybe go on to be big heroes, maybe don't. For Daredevil, we had who would go on to be Demolition Man in the comics. In Jessica Jones, we had who goes on to be Hellcat, Patsy Walker as her best friend. And then in this upcoming Luke Cage, we're going to be getting Misty Knight. But it's not the Misty Knight that we know and love because she's still a cop. She has yet to become a PI or lose her arm. If you don't know about her, look her up. She's awesome. Anyway, getting to the actual it. So I decided to include one of those. Someone who could go on to be a hero in the future and also could serve as the best friend role because outside of Luke Cage, I don't think Johnny has too many American friends. So for this, I decided to go with the one person who is associated with Iron Fist who isn't Luke Cage but is also American. And that is Victor Alvarez, who could later go on to be Power Man, as he's known in the comics. Now, you see, the thing is, though, in the comic, this version of Power Man, Victor Alvarez, is a teenager. And for that reason, I decided to do a little caveat here, which I will hopefully rarely do in this series, which is provide 2 people. One, for if they want to stay true to the comics and have the character be a teen. 2, if they want to boost him up to be like Danny's friend. Because I could see them making him Danny's friend from when he was a kid. And so for teen, I decided to go with, the actor's name is Amir Mitchell Talis. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Anyway, he is a newer actor who plays a reoccurring character on Girl Meets World, but he doesn't get the spotlight too much. But from what little we've seen, he actually looks like a really good, decent actor that can play the part. Also, he looks the part. But as I said, I also casted an adult version of him. And for that, I choose Kevin Dewani. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. He's done a few things here and there, but what you probably know him best as is on Power Rangers Dino Thunder. He was Ethan, and he played a nerd that could kick butt, which I kind of see as Victor Alvarez in a nutshell. And keep in mind, this wouldn't be the first time that a Power Ranger actor has been in the Marvel Universe. The main Red Ranger from Power Rangers RPM was a cast member on Jessica Jones, and the White Ranger from Jungle Fury played a villain on Daredevil. So having a Power Ranger in this universe is not unheard of, and I think you do a really good job at it. Anyway, moving on. You can't feasibly, in my mind, have Iron Fist without having the other 7 immortal weapons. And so I decided to cast 2 of them. More could show up in the show, but these were the easiest in my mind to cast, and also I don't want to fill up the whole list with all of them. So anyway, we start with a character known as Dog Soldier 1, and for him I chose the actor known simply as Gact. He is a very popular, I believe, Japanese martial artist. And he hasn't done too many American things, but one in particular that I really liked was a movie called Bunraku, which is probably up there on my underrated films list. And I thought he did an awesome job in that, and his character there could easily be transformed into Dog Soldier 1. Next up, we have Tiger's beautiful daughter, one of the female weapons. Now, from what I've seen, Tiger's beautiful daughter is more of a silent, regal badass. And so for that, I've chosen. Sorry if I totally get this name wrong, but I'm going by IMDb nickname, and that is Chichi Yayin. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but she is a really awesome Thai martial artist, most notably known for the movie Chocolate. But I also know her from the awesome film Raging Phoenix. Now, I'm not sure if she knows English or if she knows how to speak English, but that's why I cast her in this role, because I don't think she needs to speak that much to play this character. She can just show off her badass skills. Alright, so let's move on to the maybe romantic interest, maybe female friend, and the only of the true, gang of Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Misty Knight. I'm talking about Misty Knight's other half, Colleen Wing. She'd be awesome for this show, and she'd fit perfectly. And I know the perfect cast for her, Miss Celia Jade. If you recognize her, you probably know her from Arrow, where she played Shadow. But without spoiling too much, that role's kind of over with, unless they want to bring back her twin sister, which I highly doubt it. And she proved on that she could be a kind but tough badass, which I think is needed for Colleen Wing. And for those questioning her sword skills, because on Arrow she used a bow and arrow, she also knows how to use a sword. And she showed it in, I believe, other projects, but the one I first saw it in is her Facebook, actually. And she's got some really good sword skills. So, for those reasons, I think she'd be the perfect Colleen Wing. Alright, let's move on to the bad guy. This is Netflix, so you know they have to have a good bad guy. And I'm sorry, I know everyone probably wants the dragon to be the big bad, but I don't think the dragon is a substantial enough character to fit a whole entire TV show. So for that, I chose the character Steel Serpent, the guy who wanted to be the Iron Fist and is jealous of Danny for the fact that he is Iron Fist. And for the role of Steel Serpent, I chose, forgive me if I get this wrong, Lee Buang Hun, who I believe was just recently in Terminator Genesis, where he played a secondary villain, but he was also a pretty cool villain in the movie Red 2. But what you probably know him best as is in both G.I. Joe movies, he was Storm Shadow. This guy knows how to be a martial arts villain set on revenge. Alright, let's move on to the last one that I have here for today, and that is the man himself, Danny Rand, Iron Fist. Now, this one I have to openly give to my friend Chris, aka the Mount Vernon Kid, because this was his pick, and I thought about it, and yeah, this guy would be perfect for the role. And that is none other than Mr. Christian Howard. This guy is, I guess you could say, up-and-coming actor. What he's known most for is being Ken in Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, which he was awesome at. And he's a blonde, white actor who can kick all kinds of butt using martial arts. He'd be perfect for the role. You can see hints of Danny in his Ken performance, and overall he'd be perfect for the role. I really can't think of too many other people that I know of who would be better. Go see Assassin's Fist and you'll see what I mean. Alright, there we go. First one down. Join me next time in this series where I'm pretty sure I'll be doing something DC related to even out the Marvel DC scales. Anyway, till then, see ya. Bye.